Hello, 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 and welcome to Oracle Priestess Noemi, Bear of Victory's channel. And for those of you who already know me, what's up? And for those of you who don't, welcome. We'll be talking about parasitic chords for Teaching Tuesday. I understand today is Wednesday, however, I just couldn't get it done yesterday. I was so crazy busy. Anywho, I even contemplated whether I would do it or not. I have so much other things that I need to do. However, being that we are going through a full moon on Friday, pretty sure I haven't, I haven't, um, I haven't checked on it, but so I'll check on that in a minute. But yeah, we'll be doing parasitic chords. So what I was trying to say is the parasitic chords is important to be talking about during this time because of the full moon. And this full moon, I'm pretty sure it's the full moon in Taurus. I'm going to look it up. But yeah, so parasitic chords. How can I explain this? So we have parasitic chords, we have larvae. Um, it is things that attack our aura. It's so many different things that can do that. It can be trauma. It can be a past relationship. I'm pretty sure we've talked about cords before. Um, but it's a different array of things. It can also affect our mental, emotional, and physical and spiritual state of beings. Um, it's an accord that um, of structures that are connected to our aura and our chakras. They extend out of you. It can connect to other people, places, animals, even objects. And it's very important to clear and cleanse your aura from these parasites and larvae and cords, right? Because it's like kind of like all one thing, but really not. Severing energetic connections and ties between individuals, events, and situation. It could even be like something that you're connected to an old job, or just when people talk about I need closure, that's what they're talking about. In a sense, energetically, that is probably what is going on. Um, in order to really know what's happening or what technique to use, and how it influences our well-being, sometimes there's symptoms surrounding these parasitic cords. You could be feeling like you are eating a lot of sugar, a lot of very processed foods. It could just really be you wanting and sugar. In these energetic parasitic cords and larvae um, can come from that. So they kind of stick around where it's an imbalance, right? Like at the end of the day, it's all about imbalances, and it's all about how you deal with those imbalances. And they can get worse and heavy, especially if you feel tired, if you feel like you keep running into the same things over and over again. You're like stuck in a pattern. It could be, like I said, a past relationship, especially because of sexual energy and how it works. You could be feeling lonely and you're not really sure why. So, obviously, there's reasons behind people feeling depressed or sad. You could have lost a loved one. Um, you could have felt that everything you do doesn't go your way, but it could just be a time that you're going through. Because sometimes when we're in transformation or ascension, but if this carries on beyond a certain point and you don't really know the origin and you're just like, I don't really understand it. So look at the cord as an energetic umbilical cord, okay, where negative thoughts, etheric parasites, emotions, and dark force elements attach to you or kind of infest your thoughts. And like I said, the sexual energy is one of the most powerful forces. So I'm really being, geared towards talking about that. So some of you could have, an energetic cord with someone that you have had sex with. Um, Casual sex or having multiple partners from cords that will hang around for a long time. My spiritual teacher says that, a sexual cord energetically can be around for about 7 years. It can take that long. You may have to, literally cut the cord and meditate it away. But there's also other things that you can do, and we'll get into that. So people can cord ideas, things, and places. It can be relatives, your current partner, your ex-partner, your close friends. And then, like I said, anyone you've had a sexual relationship with, whether it was consensual or abusive, any just trauma or any violent abuse, especially within a home. Vampire energy vampires can attach to your energy as well. And how you know that they're attached to your energy is you talk to the person and you feel so tired after you talk to them. You're like, oh my gosh, even just seeing their name on your caller ID, you're like, oh, I'm about to like really not want to answer this call. So, you can be feeling with a lot of low energy. So also there are chords that have to do with fragmentations of your soul, chords to past lives, ancestral chords. Like in your ancestors, there could have been like I don't know, there's this a theme that goes on and it can run for many generations. Like all of my everybody on my dad's side of the family, for example, they're all alcoholics or something like that. Well, if you can go back, generations of that, that could be a chord. And if you find yourself in that situation, or maybe if it skipped you and it's one of your kids or something like that, you can cut that cord. You don't have to continue this tradition that you don't want to continue. Then you have the karmic cords that usually are contracts, and it can even be like a curse. That's something that was said because a curse is like maybe people think, oh my gosh, she's being so mystic. But no, I'm talking about there's things that is spoken upon people, or you can speak upon another person, and it can really, really, it could really linger. Cords can be made through excessive use of porn as well, excessive feelings of anxiety, fear, and also violence. It could be something from the past, even when it comes to violence. It could still be lingering. It could be a cord, and that could be like the base of your decisions. Like some people are like, well, I'm not a touchy-feely person. That's just who I am. Or it could be a cord. So you sometimes you just don't ever even know why you are the way you are or why you do things the way that you do that things. That's usually probably a cord. Cord between dark forces entities and yourself, if they're often visited by the same entity. That's getting more into demonic entities and things like that. And remember, we also have positive cords, but the imbalance between the cords, they can be cut. And then you can also vibrationally cleanse off the larvae and all of the parasitic things that you have. There's positive core example, a mother and a baby, partners in a close relationship. But there's two-way positive energy there. So you obviously don't want to have to get rid of or cut those cords. And so you just want to make sure that, you're both giving them the same kind of energy and cords to center the earth for grounding, right? So you want to make sure that you're both grounded, especially if you are interconnected. And keep in mind that cords are necessary for a healthy relationship. So it's also a choice to cord or not. Okay. So you can actually be like, you know what? Cord can maybe you can use the word bond, like you decide, you protect your own energy. Negative cords are ones that drain you of your energy and have been placed there to drain your energy and control you, especially if you're a light worker and you have some kind of mission. Um, they can be detected physically or energetically. by scanning the body. It may appear um, full of energy transfer or low energy transfer. But getting with a practitioner on this kind of stuff, or you just simply knowing that that's what it is. Okay, so um, reclaiming your energy, okay, when it comes to a cord or a parasitic or larvae, what is really good is you can have cleanse like we talked about in other episodes. By the way, if I haven't said it already, it's episode 8, but I mean, we're kind of into it now. We can you can get someone to do Reiki on you. You can cleanse with incense. I always prefer sandalwood. You can use sage, palo santo, and this will help heal and clean your consciousness, restore you to a natural state of purity and love. And sometimes you just need somebody else to do it at least one time, like once a month. There's also various shamanic energy techniques that help remove parasites and larvae. But also, you have to be ready to release them because this is all intentional. Because sometimes cords are of mutual consent, and for one reason or another, they remain with you either because you don't want to let them go. And the way to let them go is usually through forgiveness, peace, being clear about your intentions with other people and their intentions with you, or simply saying, taking control of it, like, I will not eat sugar. That's just an example. It's just, but yeah, so incense, sage, Palo Santo, Reiki, shamanic drums, music. We can use singing bowls and things of that nature to clear that out. Um, a lot of these barriers compromise the protective frequencies of love. So your heart chakra could be blocked because of these um, larvae. So when we go back to saying, well, I'm not the type of person who likes hugs or something of that nature. Well, that's not, sometimes that's not really what is going on. What is going on is there is a trauma or something, or a cord or parasitic um, larvae that has attached to you or is within your aura that has attacked that heart center. And so a good way of seeing that is, like, for example, my husband and we will scan your body spiritually. We don't touch you, and we'll see where the block is, what could have caused that block. And then we can energetically remove that block for you, but you also have to have that intention and the co-creation with the Most High God for that. Okay. So that's, for that parasitic um, cord or the energetic cord, the parasites, the larvae. Um, One of the ones that I know is very, 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 very common is well, there's two that I feel like they're very, very common, and it's trauma, childhood trauma, especially sexual abuse, or even just physical abuse, any sort of trauma that you've gone through, even if it was a car accident, but also um, exes, relationships from the past because of the sexual energy and the fluids that are transferred. So it's one of the things that, you know, can possibly hold you back. But, you know, if you need help with that, you can go down to the description box below and look for my information there. Or just leave a comment down below if you have any more questions. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe. You never know who you can help. But I hope I helped heal and educate at least one person in the world today about the energetic cords, and the parasites, the larvae. Um, and I sure hope it was you. So I may be doing a reading today. I'm not really sure if I'll do two. I may be doing a Tuesday reading, and then seeing where we are there. But leading up to the full moon. I always like to make sure that, energetically I'm prepared. And yesterday I had just way too much going on, especially energetically. And I was unable to do it yesterday because it would be a disservice to you. And so I'm contemplating whether I'll just go ahead and do a Wondering Wednesday reading, and we'll go there. If not, we'll just see. Maybe I'll just do a collective reading, but let's see what the guides have me do. As always, I am grateful for who watches, who gives me likes, who whatever it is that you energetically give me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. May you will be given your heart's desire. Okay. So yeah, so thank you for watching. Bye.